Hey Year 8, I hope you're all well. This is our first week of online learning and we're doing classifying angles. So you will need to go through this lesson with me and then work on completing pages 2, 3, and 4 from your booklet, okay? Now, our first week is about classifying angles. So first thing first, I want you to do the number fluency in your book. So in what order did the teams finish in the final of the men's 4x100-meter athletics relay at the 2004 Olympic Games? So you have these countries. You have to put them in order of who got first place to who got the last place. And then you have to figure it out from the information that's here. So for example, Brazil had a time of 38.67 seconds, and Great Britain had a time of 38.07 seconds. So then we can say, well, this is a bigger number than this number, so therefore Great Britain was faster than Brazil. So therefore you would write Great Britain is sorry for that. And then underneath it will be Brazil. Now there might be other countries that are between those two, so you just have to look at all the information and then figure out the order. Okay? So can I get you please to write the learning intention? Just throughout the video, you might need to pause the video to write things down. Just gonna go at my regular speed, and then you just pause the video when you need to. Okay. So learning intention to estimate the size of an angle. So we're gonna try to estimate sizes of angles. Can you please write this in your book? Success measure. I can identify what makes an angle. I can name the different types of angles. I can find examples of different types of angles in the real world. So this is some information for you about angles. So what is an angle? Well, an angle is formed anywhere that two lines meet. So if I draw a line, I draw another line, I just created an angle. Well, I've actually created four angles in this case. There's an angle here. Sorry. There's an angle there. There's an angle here. An angle here. There's an angle here. And there's an angle here. So where two lines meet, well, we can create angles. Different sized angles have different names. So this is a small angle and this is a bigger angle. Well, we have came up with some names for these. So this one is called acute. And this one is obtuse. But there's actual values that you have to figure out. So for example, for acute, its size could be between 0 to less than 90 degrees. So, for example, this acute angle here could be maybe 30 degrees. So, what are degrees? Well, angles are measured in degrees. So, degrees is the little circle on top of the numbers. Sorry for that. It's not a small circle, but you get what I mean. Okay, let's see what else do you know about this. You can write down things that you know about this more than what I just has said. Okay, so we have some different types of angles. The types, they have names. So acute, we said, is the size of the angle is 0 to less than 90. If we draw it, we can draw something like this. Sorry. This could be 35 degrees. And an example would be a scissor. So here is your acute angle there. So let's do another one together maybe. So we have what's called a right angle. A right angle is exactly 90 degrees. A right angle has a line going straight down. Sorry for that. Trying to rub it off. I'm getting used to using a interactive pen. So let's hope this straight line comes straight as possible. Okay, just imagine this is a straight line. That's another straight line, and they make a 90 degrees angle. So you see 90 degrees angles like in rectangles and in squares. So an example would be a picture frame. If you want to draw one, something like that. But sorry, I can't seem to draw straight lines with this. And then you can fill up the rest. If you're not sure about this, just search it up online. You'll find answers easily. So let's do this next activity. There are 10 angles in this diagram. Fill the table below for each of the angles presented. Copy this into your book. So, okay, so we have an example. So how do we name angles? Well, this says F, E, G. Well, where is F? Well, F is here, E is here, and G is there. So the middle letter, which is E in this case, tells us where the vertex of the angle is. Sorry, vertex of the angle is. So in this case is between, it's at E. The vertex is E. So that's where the angle would be. And it's between F and G. So it's not the one between B and D. It's the one between F and G. And we know that from the other two letters here. Now we have that little symbol like this next to the angle name. Well, that tells us this is an angle. So this is a angle symbol. Okay, so we have our vertex. This is the angle there. And then it's an acute angle because we can see it's less than 50. It's not making a right angle. So therefore it's less than that. So it must be an acute angle. So what else do we see in here? Well, I can do, maybe I'm gonna come up with, usually we go with alphabetical order, so I'm gonna go D, E, G, D, E, G, and D, E, G, maybe let me let's rub off the extra bits here. So D, E, G. So I have my vertex at E, so that is this one here, and it's between D and G. So this one here is actually more than a 90 degrees. So then it's not that 90 degrees. So then it must be a obtuse angle. So I'll write obtuse here. And then I can say this is an estimate of it is to be maybe 130 degrees. Okay. And then keep trying to find more angles that are in here. So there's multiple ones in this diagram here. So as an exit ticket, or to prove that you understood what we did, what angles does your leg make when you stand up? So if you're standing up, think about the angle that your legs make. What angle does your legs make when you sit down? So if you're sitting down, what angle does your leg make? Can you please record these answers in your book? So if you're not sure, for example, here we have a person on a wheelchair. Because of the wheelchair is a bit wider than 90 degrees, and they are making an obtuse angles with their legs. Here is another exit ticket. So what is your favorite time of the day? So mine is maybe 9 a.m. when school starts. So then 9 a.m. looks like this on the clock. So it is a right angle. So what type is it? It's a right angle. And then what is your least favorite time of the day? What is the type of angle? For me would be maybe 10 p.m. since that's when I sleep. So if we draw it quickly, it would look, oh sorry, that would look like this. So that's a acute angle. Then can you please write the names of the types of these angles and maybe name them. So maybe I'll call this A, B, C. Okay, put these answers in your book. And that's it for this week. I'll record a next video for week 2, and I hope you understood. Thank you.